I don't like it too.
Epa, is that no matter what, that will
I can do where if others have made video, not they go there and analyze them. Then say if I make another send me DM if I do my history.
Understand.
They are the one that are looking for me. If you want saga, will saga you. If you want saga, will saga. If you don't say Wakana go reach Bini, I will follow and go there.
It's okay.
No, I get the Bini, we will know. That's how you gonna made Daddy Mike now to turn against us. That is what people are trying to do now. It's not because I know my identity. You people are the one that caused it. That Daddy Mike is now vomiting rubbish. What Daddy Mike fought against, he is not supporting them today. It's not some of you people who are trying to form the Royal South South. And I have seen what he has. I have heard what he has said, and that I didn't like. I decided to do my research and to say that this thing he's saying is a lie. Why people come to come and tell me it is not necessary? Well, how come I can't tell? Now, tell me which history I want to talk. I want to talk. Okay, Bini. Was it only Bini that was great? The Eastern people were also great people. Do you think the Benin Empire was the Benin Empire came to be only by the Beninese? These Urobos were there. The Soko were there. The Anocha, all of them, they fought too to obtain the great Benin Empire. So I'm saying it, we be Benin.
My brother, I think
yes, Mama Kato.
Wabota, why the gui? Wayakoyo. One thing I understand here now. First of all, I go beg everybody. No matter what, let us try to correct one another in love.
Thank you, ma.
I beg. That is first of all. May we not wash all our dirty linens outside, because nobody knows it all. We are here to correct one another. If there's anything where me, I don't know, I believe any one of you can as well come up to tell me. So that's that. Now that one I say, make I just first of all beg for. Now we say this Asian people now, they'll come, they bring some katakata among us. Let's try to avoid so many of these things, to avoid, coming always now and then to wash our dirty linens aside. Like I said, nobody knows it. Or why info? That's the first thing. And again, the other one, what would they talk about now? If you come to look at it, we know it wasn't only Benin people that were in Igodo, but the Benis were the ones that own the ancient Benin.
Yes.
If I thought they were, if I thought there were other settlers, I believe what they are trying to say, our brothers here, is that the truth of the matter is, if I thought there were any soldiers that do go to war, those soldiers, they were being trained definitely by the Benin general militaries of them, because the Benin people are the first, the people who owns the ancient Benin. So if I thought there would be other soldiers coming to fight war, because like that one, these Asian people, they mostly talk. When me I go, they ask, who train all those soldiers? You understand? The Benin military soldiers, first of all, who owns their place? These are generals that we train. It's just like we have our militaries today. The militaries over there, first of all, they fought the war. They are the first soldiers, the generals of the army. We go come, they train every other person that is coming under them. You understand? So na so me I say anula wowo ikai mi awedo baba. Itebe ati we bi no de. Omi o yayi gede me yare line we yare line. O si e ya we na wowo yo bo we ko no mo me na for ama.
What I want to tell you is this. What I want to tell you, they cannot pressurize me not to talk about the history of the Urobo people. I will not stop. I will narrate everything.
Yes.
By the time I am done, if you want to talk to me, you cannot threaten me. I'm not a baby. You understand me now? Okay. Yesterday, Esan Woro invited me to come. The guy they disturb me, they call me. I just do only two little things. And not telling so we know that. Maybe telling so we know that. I mean, I aware. And many times you go and fast check what I say. When I say a thing, I will tell you the source of that thing. I have double honors from the University of Benin.
Now what Baba? Me ya settings again me awo me okpa. Ore boy na na get some worry. O my son no invite you. Who I?
Yes, the reason why I did that, is that somebody told me to just honor him.
Okay.
Because when he was calling, somebody said, this person is calling you. Why don't want to pick his call? I told the person, this is what the person wants to do. Or when he went there, where at least on one way show where okay, no way do you have with me. I did it for him. So at that one, I cannot tell you I cannot go because I've already promised somebody that each time he calls me. So that is the luck he has. Before you see this, I will call him platform. You call me, call him. I want to make call where this person was the one I told you about. Just assist him. That one. But what I'm saying is this: whatever I say, if you disagree, you DM me.
Exactly.
Don't take my own utterances. You take it to life and trying to belittle me, to marginalize me.
That's the correction I'm still talking about, Baba. Or where for me, even a way I wrote the material committee, you were Wogan and Buhani would know the because Eminite only live at one may wabi big bona. Eminiado una, Emen Wakwanuna de Cano. La talo mayabeno bekage boari wuneo.
Mama, the history is the history. It's our history. It's our history. All what I have said, they are in the history. It's our history. No one is wrong.
Okay, palace mete when is get to come away because they say we have a honey bar. Iegele awe palace somewhere. A state no one.
Mama, listen. That land, Edo State, people own that land.
Yeah.
Whether we are operating democracy today, people in every state. People own the land in that state. It is whether we are operating democracy or not. People own that land. If I want to agitate for a state, I will go to the appropriate people and meet them, and I will explain to them.
Authorities, because the River Palace of Benikino is not having that kind of authority. That
land, Edo State, that land that you and I come from, people own that land. No, nah.
Wherever the Mabu working here understand me where working I expect where some other illiterates out there where here reason very even
what I said is not wrong now. What I said is not wrong now. If I want a state, I'll first of all go to the traditional rulers in the state. I will negotiate with them. Tell them why we want a state. I just wanted to let them educate them on what they will have done. There's nothing wrong in it now. For me, I want another state to be created. Anyway, Mama, listen. For me now, we are talking about this. This one is not history anymore. This one is governance. This one is not. We're not talking about history. We're talking about governance now. I believe that we should have more states from Edo State. Do you know why? The reason why I want it is not because I do not want the Enoges not to be under the Oba Benin. No. The reason why I would want more states to be created from Edo State is because of the federal allocation. Because of federal allocation. That is what I will present to the people who owns that community, that land. People owns that land. That land does not belong to people. I will tell them so that when we create more states, we will get more revenue allocation from the federal government. They will now say yes or no. That is the truth. That is the governance. Like the people that the Olu of Orina, who is now in Delta State, does it mean that the Olu of Ori does not recognize the Oba of Benin as his father? No.
Of course, yeah. But the thing I believe, creation of states
is more money.
It's not a thing that concerns the traditional institution.
But they have a hand. They have a hand, and they can also push that agenda. They can also push that agenda. That is governance. Yes. If anybody is talking about agitation, the politicians too, the traditional rulers too, They will team up together. They will get it. Yeah, every military school no. All these states you are seeing now. From one state they create so many states, like in the east, in the north. They are doing it because of more money, more federal seat. That is the secret. So there's nothing wrong. What I'm saying is that they should go and follow the appropriate route. The method they used was the wrong method.
Exactly, they should go through the appropriate channels.
What I told you, that's what I discussed yesterday now. Take me to anywhere. If you take me to Edo State Assembly, that is this thing I have said, that's what I will also say. If we want more states, there are politicians, the traditional rulers, all of us will form an alliance. We will tell them why we want it. It is not because we don't want His Royal Majesty not to control us, not to be the BCT chairman again. Because we want more money. More money.
This state we are talking about, like something that can actually come to pass, that is a thing that can be actualized. I would have been
signature.
But let them go through the appropriate authorities.
Signature, I beg. I know invite you come here, not to come and platform again.
Well,
don't come here. Okay? I'm a boy. Why? What are you doing in the platform of a boy? What are you doing here?
You might take a comment, you. No, my brother.
What are you doing
here? They always come here. You understand? If there's anything, that's what I'm saying. Let's try to correct one another
for people. Why is setting it?
No, Baba. No. Now this issue, people go influence them. Not be. May we not just they talk about that mic. May we forget that one. Also, in Naimi, will move forward. Not be any. He do people what he.
When I watch Mike's video, when I watch his video, and what he said, Mama, I don't care. Me, I don't care. You cannot distort my history. When I see any video that Mike does, and that thing is distortion of history, I will come after him. Thank God I watched his video this morning where he said the Yoruba people migrated from Udo. I will force him. He will with him. The history of the Yoruba people is even more smaller. It's even more smaller. It's a microcosm of the history and the origin of these people. If I can deal about the history of these people, who are the Yoruba that I cannot talk about? Yeah. I'm narrating history. Whatever I say, record me, take me to anywhere, I will defend it. Is that the mic, you know, you tell history. No, you tell my boy. Me no don't respond. Why do I come when you're going? Why take my money going here?
If there are corrections, maybe as another person still looking, those things should be done in love. Now, that one me they try to talk. No be. I don't want maybe we win. Can they fight for our side? Okay,
Mama.
Washing our
for that one not to occur. Please, ma. Tell you do people, it should not be analyzing my video. Mommy, and the honor. Tell you do people that you should not be analyzing my video.
Maybe no be a rock bar.
Well, college you come or no buy ya. Ya go you do people, ya me busy. They should not be analyzing my video. They should not analyze my video. They should not analyze my video. And let me tell you now, the four you do people case for one. You can go and bring to your father, not me. There was some few months ago. I wanted to listen now because of the closeness that we have. I don't want the matter to cause for you and I. So that's why I want to tell you something now. So few months ago, in Bitter Truth Life, I said the Ijaw people were part of the Benin Empire. Ijaw people, women Omagba. Bitter Truth, Adam Yoniao, women Metani Omagba. That is a lie. That the Benin, the Ijaws were not part of the Benin Empire. Then the second thing that I also said that day in Bitter Truth was that when I say something, I was telling them the source of where I got my thing from. I said it. Then where it is insignificant. It is insignificant for somebody to come up with citing sources of what he has said. Those two things he do people. I'm talking about he do people. Rip guys will record me and send it to him and his father. I said those two things in Bitter Truth. Go and ask Bitter Truth. Bitter Truth. Ya know me give me on another attack. What rubbish. He do people or every mortal or every logos or tell me. You know what I watch it. Since then, then yesterday I have done a video. They started analyzing my video that I said the Benin were administrators. Well, which kind of administrator they be that I can somebody say that kind of a thing. It was belittling me. And people were there. I just listened. I did not even talk. People were there, including Easy. I want to read later. Then lovely or digger. All in all, to send him a DM. If you go to my TikTok page now, there's something I posted yesterday. I posted comments, interaction that I had with one lovely or digger. She was also with Lizzie yesterday. So I believe that the reason why I mentioned Lizzie's name, they are Inyamiya or Enya. Yagwalinya truly easy Yamiya. They stay away from me. I don't know that before, they don't know me. Okay, if I say something that I watch them, when they say something that I do not know, I do not understand, I'll go and do my research. I will not come to live, I can't be belittling them. To belittle it do people working. I started teaching in 1994. I graduated from University in 2012 in education. Why would I say something one little boy for because already you can do okay? Or the family where in the metamaba. I study every day. I do research. There's no day I don't read. I do research. Before I say a thing, I will get at least 3 sources. Before I say a thing, I will get it from 3 sources. So that when you come after me, I will tell you go and hold the authors. You don't have one for me. You will never distract me. What's the good afternoon?
Sorry, sir. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Please.
I say quarrel the ground, but not because of the quarrel make me come, because this easy of a girl where you talk about. So at the time, I say now your friend before, so I know if you talk for Namata.
Yeah, she was my friend. Yes, let me answer you, sir. She was my friend before.
No, so now they always there together.
Do you know the reason why I stay? Let me explain so you will know now. You asked a very good question. I'm here. We may not have the opportunity of saying this thing again. Easy. I respect her. She respects me. When I wanted to talk about the history of the Asian people, we have our numbers. When I wanted to talk about the history of the Asian people at the time, that was when we had issue. She sent me a message on WhatsApp telling me that I should drop my live video, that I should not talk about the history of the Asian people, that I should drop it, that is what the Asian people do not like to hear. That's the genesis of we are not quarreling, no. That is the genesis of our separation. We are not anymore.
Yeah, I will settle ourselves. We're not
a quarrel. We're not a quarrel. Then we started doing. Then when I was live, people came and were contributing talking about the Asian people. Then she wrote on my live comment, she was commenting. My live comment, and I said, easy, this thing you are doing, I don't like it too. You have my number. And moreover, you cannot tell me what to say. What we were saying or what we have said were truth.
In that aspect, if she make that type of comment, she's wrong.
Okay, I'm telling you now, if you take me to anywhere, this is I will repeat it.
Yeah.
Yes. So along the line, the South, they now brought my picture and Juju, they placed my picture by the side under it with Ivie. And South, they started attacking me. I did not insult any Onojen in this land. I only just narrate the truth, the fact and figures. Then social media took my video and started insulting me. Social media blog started insulting me. That I'm a drunkard, that I'm stupid, that I'm foolish. It was Paul Water that sent me that video in the morning. So when I entered TikTok in the morning, I saw that blog. It was just abusing my personality, and the funniest and the most painful part of it is it was there. She was in the 3rd column upper. She was there. I was shocked. I just rolled it back.
You don't say that easy. Since that platform not before easy, I know. I feel say she not get much to say.
Okay, but people came here to tell me that I should not be talking about Robo history. People came here now. Is it that platform? I listen to them. The issue I have with this thing, the issue I have with social media blog is this. I had issue with him because when we were doing gubernatorial election campaign in Edo State, social media blog was supporting Aswin Godao.
Yeah.
Myself, Thomas Sakara, People's TV, IK, we were all against Aswin Godao because of Obaseki.
They see you now. They there for they watch you now.
Okay, that is
support Model Okpebolo, yeah.
yes. And I
Why
said,
me I support
it is ESA's agenda that I want Alesama to be the governor of the state, but not Aswin Godao because he has affiliation with Obaseki.
Yeah.
Then Eremosele, the same thing too. If you watch Eremosele now, we are cut and talk. Then
yeah, those guys then before like they support Aswin Godao then. Yeah.
Yes, the forces of nature, then Okoje.
With one guy they call Austin. Yeah.
Yes, these people were against Modo Okpebolo. And I asked myself, Modo Okpebolo is not an Esama. It's an Esama. You understand? And I gave them my reasons. That was when a social media blog can't get me bad belly. Me no. Until where Yve can't you don't know Yve. If Yve is talking, let her talk. If you don't fit relate with Yve will start to the costume journal. I have to let her pour out her grievance because of that Urumi first daughter, because of what she talk concerning Okuku.
Yeah.
They talk. Now so stay clear. I thought they do my own. I showed them that blog. It said I'm stupid, I'm foolish, I'm a drunkard. I didn't respond. I didn't do a video. I didn't do a voice over.
Okay, that guy that Urumi guy. So that stupid guy what they call social media. When I know what they give.
Social media blog. Yes.
That guy a two-faced guy. Now very stupid human being.
Today, now me, I'm surprised that is not. He will come and be praising Modo Okpebolo. Hypocrite. I'm a man of integrity. Yeah. I'm a man of integrity. You cannot use anything to bribe me. When I see the truth, I will say it.
I don't like that guy. That guy when you just talk about. So I know they listen to that fool. I know say again a two-faced guy. They always do the same.
Now politics won't do that now. Now make they get gushes against me.
Yeah, I think you and when I'm Kevin the recorder guy, but I've been like Kingsley. Yeah, Kingsley.
Yes.
They support Okpebolo that time.
Thank you. Now make sure that blog get gushes against me. We can see that video. No, me say I never cause any no in Salando. I only just analyze it that the BTC, that whatever the Oba says, it is automatically binding on them. I just explain it academically. I do things academically because I'm an academics. Now I just analyze that, try to explain to everybody everything. This. The guy just carry my video. He say, if they leave here where it cost them, they don't hold that one, they can't hold me. Is that one not hypocrites?
You see, me I be person when be say, as you see me, so I know they forgive person. That social media blog, you don't use some derogatory statement like you get one time where they go like what happened for Benin when that courtesan time, the guy say why our godfather not come out for inside palace, go attend to others and Sadragbogo that time. That was the wrong statement. And with that statement, I hate that guy. I know they forgive him. I know I see some of our people they'll still go they the guy platform. I said, what do they do there? This guy a two-faced guy now. This idiot. It's two-faced guy now. This guy.
That's a young insult me. That's a young insult me. I see my sister for your platform.
If they address one stupid, you're sorry to say, I'm not saying on your platform as Royal Majesty instead of Royal Highness. I thought it was a mistake. He was still repeating it. Like some people, I get why they look people, How can you they address the guy, one guy, not even when no job for me now, he say it's Royal Majesty. It's not like, you know what he was doing.
Yeah,
people, yeah. Two-faced guys.
My brother, if you say Obaseki, if you say Aswin go down, who win that election that time. As I go Benin, that if you let me go Benin, I'll go the hide. If you say
maybe mama need the governor, mama need the government. Then you sick belly, mawa, you sick belly, mawa. It always say, well, maybe we get our our Albana, I know they because they had to pronounce that name because they when they grow up, not be name when we say that they call anyhow. If you don't pronounce, so they say, nah. Yeah, though, Mama, you need the government. We don't need government. It will take us 1 hour before we will chase everybody when the government has come out. We don't even to need them like that. Government they favor us. Now Europe,
you not see the take Obaseki. Obaseki don't believe in that now.
My brother, why were they all our and when easy a platform guy when a guy a control guy in a platform okay, every maybe you can't get beef for easy. Easy not my friend, but for her to comment for your platform, say Ekwemuwa, she was totally wrong. I condemn that.
She's listening. If she says are we told we not a Bible communion.
My brother, you know,
I'm from okay, you know, go and ask where I come from. Go and ask of the Atiti family.
With the issue, I agree to Baba.
Whether we are commoners. Go and ask whether we are commoners.
Oh, even aware near, I mean, okay, there are ways.
Mamma, we can't even do Italian.
Me way, Babala, it's saying my Yahima, we don't
Mama will talk later. Yeah, you see, man, you need to talk publicly.
Kakabo. So, okay, Bona War Unania. Are you sworn?
Yeah, what Takere is very simple. They are part and parcel of us. History says that the Urobos, they are the ancient Benin in diaspora. Diaspora simply means who are no longer dwelling or settling in Benin, in Edo State anymore, in Benin anymore. That is what history says. It's not only the Urobos. That's why I was trying to say just now that when we're talking about the ancient Benin Empire, we are talking about the Benin, the Sef, the Esan, the Ikwere, the Ikwere people in that area, the Job. 70% of the Job people they trace their origin to the Benin presently in Edo State today. The Akoko Edo, they are still with us. The Yomo people, they are still with us. The Esako people, they are still with us. The Shekiri, they are not in Delta. The Isoko, they are not in Delta. Ika, they are not in Delta. Anocha and Ushimili, they are not in Delta. That does not mean that we are not one. We are one in the sense that there was a time their forefathers and their ancestors, they all lived together. And I said before, in the olden days, there was always a migration and settlement. If you and I had issue as brothers, what I would just do, I'll take my wife, myself, my family, and my followers. We'll go far, far away from you. We'll go and do our settlement. Likewise, that is what the Urobo people did. And the progenitor of the Urobo people is Irowa. That is what history says. My own is just to tell you what history says. So, and I said that even up to the people in, I'm not even talking about the one, I'm only talking about the one in Delta State now. I'm not talking about the one in Bayelsa. I'm not talking about the one in River State. Ogun State. There are ancient Benin in diaspora in Ogun State, in Ado-Ekiti, in Oudo. They're there. Even these people, the Edonekwe, those were Benin warriors. Their forefathers were Benin warriors. The Edonekwe are talking about Edonekwe in Oudo State here. Their forefathers were Benin warriors. That is how they got that place there. I also talk about those ones. Even up to Ogun State, even up to Bayelsa, Rivers, the Ecuador people there in Rivers too, they are part of, they trace their ancestral home to the present day Edo State. That is history. That is history. That is history. Look at what they said now. If you want to know, there's a book written. There's a book written by they call it the Reverend J.W. Hubbard in his book, The Zobo of Niger Delta, that was published by Gaskia Corporation Zaria in 1948. When you get that book, you will see many things about the Urobo people. The Urobo people were previously known as Zobo or Zubo. It was around 1938. They now changed the name to Urobo. Just now that they changed their name. Before it was known as Zubo or Zobo. Before in 1938, before they now change that name. We're now Benin Urobo today. And the history told us that their ancestral home is in Indo, in present-day Edo State. Even Mike said it too. But if you want to know more, go and read that book, The Zobo of Niger Delta. The author is Reverend J.W. Hubbard, Hubbard. He wrote a book on the Zobo people of Niger Delta. That's what he said. And look at what he said. He said the historical origin of the Urobo or Urobo people is derived from various sources. It is said that the bulk of the various units forming the Urobo people have their origin in Benin. They have their origin in Benin. Benin is where it's in Edo State, specifically Udo. And it's not only in Udo, some of them were even from Benin City, Gogongon. From Benin City, Gogongon. Then Reverend J.W. Osborne, in his book, The Sabo of Niger Delta, published by Gaskia Corporation, Zaria. So when you Google Gaskia Corporation in Zaria, ask them about this book, The Zobo of Niger Delta, written by Reverend Hubbard. They can still give you a copy of that book. Then you go and buy. You go and buy, you read it, you see it there. How the robots are really from Benin or not. It is in that book. The history of the Urobo people is easier. It's a microcosm. The records are there. The other time I talked about the overview of Uweli, how in 1958 he went to the palace of the Oba Benin to seek ratification. I also talked about the Orojo of Okpe and the overview of Ogara. How the two of them, the Orojo of Okpe and the overview of Ogara, how they went to the palace of the Oba Benin to take the ceremonial sword in that place. I am not the one who is saying it. It is history. It is history. And in the book went further to talk about, he also went further to talk that the Zobo of Niger Delta propounded a theory that the distinct characteristics of the various Urobo and Isoko clans are the result of the superimposition of Ijo, Igbo, and later Edo immigrant upon this disease already what in existence, speaking dialect. Already in that land, not today as Urobo today. The people who were also living, people before Irowa migrated and what have you, they met people in that land. Look at it here. He said, let me read it again so that people will hear. He said that the distinct characteristics of the various Urobo and Isoko clans are the result of the superimposition of Ijo, Igbo, and later Edo immigrant upon aboriginal strata already speaking Edo type dialect. Confirmation that from Edo State. So if people come from a place, you now say that the people who left that place, you now say they are now senior. It is in the history book here. Then you went further to say that under this theory, they went further in habitat and blah blah. There, if you look at the word, according to Ikime, Ikime, he said the name bears a close resemblance to the Benin expression Erowa, meaning he is not at home. Frank used that Mike used to say it was Erowa, the first set of immigrants that left Benin to form Urobo land is Erowa. According to Reverend Hosbo, he said that Erowa is coined, that the word Erowa is coined from the Benin expression Erowa, Erowa, meaning he is not at home. That word that Mike mentioned, Erowa, it was derived from a Benin expression Erowa, Erowa. And in Benin, it means he is not at home. And he said, and one is tempted to hazard the guess that, in fact, Erowa were folks who used to be, Erowas were people who ceased to be at home in Benin, that is fugitives from Benin. Erowa that Mike mentioned in his video. I'm responding. The reason why I'm doing this thing is I'm trying to counter Daddy Mike. If others are not talking, I will talk. That word you used, Erowa, was a Benin fugitives. To the Zopo of Niger Delta, written by Reverend J. Osborne, that was published by the Gaskia Corporation of Zaria in 1948. That word you use, Irowa, is the corny from the Benin expression Irowa. It's not at home. That it was a Irowa.
Sorry, oh, Baba, la wo why ti with a great here, Matiarema, Iwadena, la wo Baba. I know I'm going to take you a little bit back.
Okay, mommy, that's not a problem. What I said is this. According to Reverend J.W. Woosboard, in his analysis, he said that word Irowa is coined from the Benin expression, because I saw where Mike was saying that Irowa, E-R-O-W-H, you know, these people get ready to pronounce that word. That Irowa was a Benin fugitives, and the word Irowa it was coined from a Benin expression Erowa, E-R, R-O, W-A, Irowa. That word Irowa that Mike is using, if you go to his platform, it was coined from the Benin expression Irowa, which means he's not at home. So Irowa was a Benin fugitive. The founder of the Urobo clan today was a Benin fugitive, whose name they call Irowa. It was coined from, it was a Benin expression. And that's what he said. He said, if, however, the Irowa of Benin origin is there any, even the so-called people even agreed that they are from Benin. That was what the book, that was what Hubbard went for that to say. I don't want to be reading everything. I just want to prepare some things. Like what he said here now, the balance of this were folk. He said, in fact, Irowa, E-R-O-H-W-A, that is the spelling. E-R-O-H-W-A. Go and make your research, you see there. He said, Irowa were folks, people who ceased to be at home in Benin. That is, the fugitives from Benin. He said, the Irowas were fugitives from Benin. But so many things he said. I don't want to talk many things. I want to talk many things. Come and say, and they fall their hand here. But the key word there is that it is clear that the Urobos are basically from the Benin. That one has already been established. So you, Mike and I, there's a consensus between the two of us. Some of these lucky stars say, me, I am at home. Thank you. Irowa. God bless you. You are following me. Irowa. So Irowa, the Irowas were who? They were Benin fugitives. So that is that. I've started. I will continue. I will also tell you about Jesse. Jesse people, yes, this Jesse you are talking about now. It was a few years ago that they took Jesse away from Benin and gave it to Urobo authority. Few years ago, Jesse used to be under the control of His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin. Even if history even told us that the risk that some of those EVA took just to go and gain ratification in the past of the Oba of Benin those days, even some of them they will be attacked on their way going to the palace of the Oba of Benin from Uweli, from Okpe, from Ogara. Sometimes they pass through villages that they have problem with. They will attack them on the way. Where are they going to? If the throne of the Oba of Benin was not significant to the Urobo people, why would they take such kind of risk? Just to go to the palace of the, as far as Okpe Kingdom is those days, they will march. They will pass through the jungle and come to the palace of the Oba of Benin to seek ratification. They are coming to the palace of the Oba of Benin to collect the ceremonial sword. Somebody who give you sword that can take the sword from you. They are now saying that those people who has come to take the sword is now superior than the person that is giving the sword. Is that not propaganda?
Propaganda.
The history of the Urobo people is even easier. It's even clearer. So I'm not doing saga. I don't try to enlighten our people, inform those who do not know, those who do not have the time. That is the truth. I will tell you about Agbara, Abraka, Okpe. I will tell you everything about these people. People who left your land, the descendants are not telling you today that they are the senior. If they were senior, why? If they were senior, the Oba would have gone to the palace of the Ovi of Ogara to go and take his staff. Matter, you go and take his staff. I will tell you the word Ovie. The word Ovie was derived from the Benin word Ogie, Enoge. That was where the Urobo got that word from, Ovie.
Exactly.
That's where they got that word from.
And again, just like you said, the Benin fugitive were the one that founded the Urobo clan.
Yes,
right?
Yes, fugitives. According to Reverend J.W. Hubbard, that Irowa were Benin fugitives. Yes, Erohwa. According to, go and read the book, The Sabo of Niger Delta, written by Reverend J.W. Hubbard. It was published by Gaskia Corporation, Zaria, in 1948.
Takabo.
Is here. Under this theory, it is said that the original inhabitants of the area are today represented by the Irowa, whose claim is what easier to accept, as observed by Ikime. Even Ikime, I think it's an Irobo historian. Then even Professor Onigu Otite, 2003, also attests to it, that the Irobo people came from Benin. They are descendants of Benin. He said, look at it now, blah, blah, blah. Even when the Edo people were already, the people who left Benin were already living in that land before other people came to join them, before the Igbos came, before the other people came to join them. But that land, people were already living in that land. Look at it here now. He said, I saw a very resemblance, be it a close resemblance to the Benin expression. He said the word Irowa, according to Ihime, that the word Irowa bears resemblance to the Benin expression Erowa. Irowa. Meaning, and one is started to adapt that everything is there. It's here. That one, what can virtual an expression? The first inquiry, by the time Irowa was already in terms of population, the smallest of the Soko, yet they regarded by the majority of the Soko clan as the elders. The Soko people see the Urobo people as the elders. Look at it. They were documented. I'm not even talking about Dr. Igareva now, who also went further to talk about it too. According to late Chief Dr. Igareva account of Urobo having migrated from Benin during the Ogiso, which migration he termed as being in successive ways. According to Jacob Igareva, he said it was during the Ogiso era that the Urobos left. It was during the Ogiso era that the Urobos left. And they say they left in successive waves. Successive waves means not be once, maybe 1, 2, 3 different segments. That's how they were living. And I've said it before, the reason why people will leave their father home and go and settle in another land is because they were having dispute. They were having dispute with their brothers. They will go away. That's how we have what Igunuwa. Do you know who was Prince Ijunuwa? Do you know who he was? Do you know who he was?
The right pronunciation is even Iginuwa.
Okay.
Iginuwa. That's the word.
Now, the moment we will get there, we'll still get there. We'll get the proper definition of that word. I just want to be pointing there.
Okay.
It's there now. Which would have been connected to the further migration to founding of Urobo Abraka, founding of Urobo Abraka during the reign. Abraka, he said, during the reign of Egbeka. Even Professor Peter Palmer Eke is an Urobo historian. Even when he was trying to dispute this thing, he ended up messing himself up about the history of the Urobo people and the Benin. Go and read a book written by Professor Peter Palmer Eke. He ended up messing himself up. When I read that book is about 730 pages. At the end of the day, I asked myself, it was insignificant to have read that book. The history of the Urobo people, edited by Professor Peter Palmer Eke. In that book, you will find out the reason why they say Urobo Wayo. There's a reason why the Urobo people are referred to as Urobo Wayo. Go and check that book, the history of the Urobo people, written, edited by Professor Peter Palmer Eke. There you will see why the Urobo people are referred to as Urobo Wayo. When they found out, they started calling Yoruba people Wayo. And now maybe where I get Kotona ya demi, Ototo Elina, yo. Then Odukwe ni mini ariwa.
Okay, this Urobona Wayo too, they.
Yes. Yes. What happened? People were trading with them. Yeah, I mean, everyone for Ototo any you Toto any. Uduko any mini ariwa. It didn't allow where. Again, the Amuya, they're not saying that they are value people. Today, ma. That's what I will continue. I will talk about all the clans that made up this thing. I will talk about, but today it has been established that word Rowa, etymologically, it is confirmed that they migrated from Benin. That word Rowa, even Mike has attested to that word. I watch him now. If you respond. The break cola. What about the coronation? The origin of Okbe, the Ovi of Ogara. The two of them went to the palace of the Oba to go and collect their ceremonial stuff. Then the Ovi of Ugeli went to the palace of the Oba to go and seek ratification of his Oviship. And the word Ovi is derived from the Benin word Enoge, Oge.
Yeah.
So what have I done? I've come to say this thing that this man is saying is not true. This is the appropriate country. That's quite well. I'm not doing a lane. Not doing a lane. You are my one. Then maybe a million who are by Kube. No, I say, one get together. So, in subsequent this thing, I will continue from where I stopped. I want you guys to know that the Asian Benin in diaspora, the Asa, they are still with us. Equere. That's why the Equere people will tell you they are not Igbo, they are Benin. Those ones, they know their rights now. I will also tell you the history of the Equere people. I will tell you the history of the Ijo, the one of the Akoko Edo, the young one, the Esako. I go over Nebode. It was during that again Nebode today. It was founded during that same period of the Benin Ida War. So during that period, they also found again Nebode. I go over Nebode. So people that have the time to listen, let them listen. People that have the time to enlighten ourselves about the history, let them listen. If you don't want to listen, you know it all. You stay away from here.
Thank you so much. Everything is very clear.
Mama will talk.
When you are the talk, please let's learn how to correct one another.
To belittle me.
Okay.
One day, especially that you do people. Tell him to stay away from me. I've said it before. During the Benin Empire, the Beninese were bureaucratic administrators. For example, they were military generals.
That's what they didn't understand.
Then
like I said, even if I thought people were warriors, they were being trained already by the military, the Benin military.
Generals now, that's what I'm saying now. Yes, people are not Benin. Yes, now.
And maybe Nigeria, they don't understand. So,
because I want to turn them down because I have grudges against you. When you are saying what is right, I come and be saying it is wrong. I don't do that. My way I agree, but I'm not telling nobody. I'm not.
Because if at all, before anyone even came to Migodo, the Benin military have been there, which of course that train every other military.
Even this Goldsmith, during the Nupe, when the Edos conquered the Nupe people, the weapons were supplied from Benin. those weapons that they used in fighting
Yes, I
Adulterous.
saw all of it. I also went back and saw all of these things.
Okay.
Even all the weapons. That will tell you, Benin were first of all the main
They were in
military
charge.
generals.
They were in
Because
charge.
they came taking all these weapons, even during the Nupe invasion and all
Yes,
of that.
now they brought all those things from. I will also tell you those different guides in Benin. Where even the Arwan weapon too, it was produced in Benin. I will tell you the history of those people. The Benin
You know why some people maybe they don't understand the way you are saying it. Is that many of these Asian people, they would not be saying, even while I was here, and one was saying we are fighter, we are warrior. So they want to put it as if, then if you not put it that way, what about the Benin militaries you came to meet? What about the Benin soldiers, Benin heroes?
Okay,
heroes.
Mommy, when better, the Benis were the commanders. The Benis were also warriors.
Commander in chief,
and they were the commanders, and the Benis were also warriors. We also have warriors in Isako, but the Benis were warriors, but they were the commanders of the Isan warrior.
Yeah.
That is what I mean by administrator now. That is the meaning of administrators. It's the same thing now. When you have
we are commanders of chief of army.
The Isan warriors, yes. The Isan warriors were commanded by the Benin warriors too. Yeah, mama mu were ya mo to working.
E ki me na to bi mere now.
E mama mi na nyoto boere ni a.
O mama mo mi la yin dukun. Mama mo mi la yin dukun na mama yin dukun.
Me mare ma.
Mama mi la ya send the request mama yin dukun.
Me na ga ka me pa logo sa no go repeat because he me live I my dey arrange before.
You ni bi agbe na ye comment mo ga mute yan now.
Yeah. Mommy, let's not.
Why only matter?
Let me see what the
I just want to phone. Là wo mo me be part of ezo la ka me gbe na ni wa be easy won be yin ajo ma ya be yin ajo la o.
Mommy, but yes, mommy, when you not sunu. Yes, when you not sunu, when you not sunu.
Gba kana we eyan bi o eyin wa kiyan o.
But she was with them yesterday now. They were together.
But when we make them take what commendable ya. You get me take comedian here. Yeah, we muri ya ko. Adena ya drag easy. Me ya understand yan ya re ne. That is already that do that do ya o. But at the end na ado wake up easy no. Easy to boy. Ebe ne cap. Ye cap ni ebe gada. Because we are so we absent sometimes. Now, ebe so sunu. No do me do ya dey out lot of yan ya fefe.
Me watching ya. Me take watching.
Ebe so sunu. Me no do ya lot of we yan la o my brother la o.
We'll talk.
Forget. My can before Lao. That side of easy Lao.
Then this other guy too. I've told you, Mommy Miller, he do people. I can't not stay clear, man. Not stay clear for me.
We've been making how we are going. Not being any
say you go a day. You
no your boy with a mouth.
Anybody
no badge on you, you have rights. And on that another mute of Baba. Why can you come at the one? Say it or don't say it. Because when he was going to school and study history, you were not the teacher. And you did not stop history from school. So why stopping him not to teach history? He's one he go to school to learn. He learned it from school. So why are you coming here to command that? Oh, brother, we are one, we are not, we are, why are we fighting each other? Narrating history, is it a fight? I don't get that. So now, why do we have history as a subject in school? Well, the teachers are fighting against students for narrating history. School sometimes the school is coming because history fight now, they don't go school. Because we are at school. A teacher teaches history in his class. Does it mean that teacher is fighting against the students? No, because he wanted to know your history. If you are reading history, I see the way by law read history. If you by or a certain place, or is that one a fight? At least in the Gary school. You just say we are one. we fighting against ourselves. So history become fight for you guys. When you still speak guy, Donti, Mugus. Whatever mutuals and nigga when Reba, we are fighting against ourselves. We are better leave this history. So history not to play fighting you about Wabo, or my school. History, a fighting you. Ebo, in Nigeria, home and abroad, I learn history at school. Today, I learn in school history, the school. How history become fight?
Many
Say it, you talk the part of Esa, not the part of Edo, part of Urobo. Because where there is a practice motor, not the way because of now Esa, the Yamagi de valid. No, but you said it the way it is in history. Where these are people not from
valid.
Oh, damn, mama, you ain't the Guarrier. Oh, my God, what argument you wrote on the floor party for?
But the master seven not be yati yagwale no be a mama me let
go go on the go what to me because I put record.
Mama
so even if history become a fight you are but more than stand the history not a fight you are but you make history not in so make history not in fight. Provided he said this to the way it is in the book. That year, the SMO cannot be this on the party like that. I don't know why I got not working so. My literature. Literature English, the number of literature, my brother, history no.
I know here.
All the literature English. History. So I told that the web is called one of our buyer. Why are they turning history now become a fight without big on? Provided you say it the way it is.
Yes, I know.
A platform where we go, no saga, a platform away. Who saga? It's true, Yota. Turning it. You know my name, you to announce me. That's what they come to someone else says on it. Come to Sonia like Ben Wanaba. That's what they will say. So you can get me to my money like money commenting. You got to stop this nonsense. There's no good.
What I do my own. We're going.
What I mean, what I'm missing. I do see when it's one, it's being able to talk to the committee.
I was so lucky what attacking me.
Yeah, the committee. I know that. And I'm mute here. Nonsense. Why are you school? School not be scam, eh? School not be even though my winner. But let us get up for your brain. Why are you school guy? Why you are waiting my own go phone now?
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you very much. How you know by God's grace?
No, yeah, we see. No be
yes, my own is to narrate history the way it is.
Yeah, and you are doing excellently well. Your history, the way you narrate it, they are very clear.
Yes, I was telling the source.
Yeah,
this thing that I'm doing now, you never can tell. There are people who are watching. If I'm a teacher, I have a degree in education in Uniben. I mean, I make a better job in Bania. If we are in Nigeria, if we are running, if we are teaching in class, it is my hobby. It is what I like doing. If we are 3 months, you are running, if you are doing, if you don't have a place, you are doing.
And when nigga committee man, I thought they were good about people. But I could tell me so. You're not coming to you're not to come. You might think that will take first today. You might think I'm going
to mommy going to send me that video. My car that will people. That's what
drunk. Even though people
are historian where because the way you narrate history, you are very good at it.
Sister Mike,
Baba, Mammy, this army general in Magagma where maybe a so understand the way you yaka.
The administrators.
They have to come with
the meaning of administrator break, eh?
They were administrators.
Where the general military, not be everybody.
If the Benin Empire were going to go to war with any tribe, it is the Benin that will tell you yes, we are going.
Yeah, because they are the general.
That is the meaning of administrators. They were the commander of the hierarchy of the military. They were the commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the meaning of administrators.
They believe
because the Benin people also, they were the people who owns the land as Migodo before
Yes,
others.
some people they are from Benin now. Where ancient Benin in diaspora. Make sure all of them now.
Baba,
They were
I
also,
would love to I'd like to ask question.
signature,
Igbo
please.
people, they bring Gary Senaim be the primogenitor of Faison. I would like to ask question concerning
No, that's not true, mommy. That's not true, mommy. We have done that one. We are true with some people. Anything you hear, apart from what Dr. Christopher Belokoto Koji says, is fallacy and propaganda. That man, Koji, has done a thorough job on the history of the some people. So anybody know that fair way there, he ain't wasted time. I said it before. Christopher Okoje was former Minister of Health in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that is a man with is a man of timber caliber. He's a man of highly integrity. He was an anthropologist. He was a gynecologist. He was an historian. He was an historiographer. And he was a prince from Irua, a double prince for that matter. So these some people, any clear.
And you see, when you got money in the bank, there was
because not just that, I made my research also.
People
concerning this.
He take only a sun warrior to climb up. On a debunk in the room, people got that.
Okay.
A sun warrior climb up in India. They call day. It's not what it's not what you do. You debunk, but if you have to name money, you got it.
Hypocrite.
Hypocrisy like the man like a.
Is when I would remember where the platform who I all my question don't know where it is. And not do I invite you?
No, mama. Oh, people. Ned Daniel Yabo. No, I go people go Nedia. You money to go. You know,
Megan and me rock by you. I'll get by logo some mobile flashy. Water like so me Megan rock by. On your Wasiena, you understand? I know they get any of this notification.
What they
do for that side?
I don't know. Yeah, on our room, you go, Mila, you go. That's not what you do.
I'm here. Talk to me, Rooney.
I love Sakudo. We are here. Mama me like way. Mommy let God live. Baba.
Oh, Baba.
Man, like we get you with me, guy. It is a mute. You can't do me. Oh, Baba.
Baba, ma.
Eh.
If you buy Onita where Inyana a deceiver yakin, many of them. So it all ya claim what about women yakin, but deceiver yakin. One me ya banipia. Ojinya kala o mama mila kila o. We are Veniagata Yama Distibu. Begenania. But we are doing it behind. Because Elo go sign here defending on win a district. Omari na ya deboke and deboke na to be right. Begenania. Wami a propaganda here. Isan warrior. Who trained the Isan to become warrior? Who we are using them? Was it not the Benin?
Yes, sir.
If the Benin was not a warrior, more than a warrior, a trainers, can they be using the Esan to go to
no, they became commanders.
Excuse me,
yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
If you think the Esans was more than the Benin those days, Abi Fia Unia Fiana Niana Nanami where you can Sama Unia Grabiwa. Do you think they will let us go more than them? Because we are more advanced more than them.
Yes.
They are in our land, they are in our house.
Yes.
Yes.
Their house is bush. It looks like a desert.
Hey,
No,
they don't know
no,
like
no,
it's a
that's
belief
where all
forest.
this
It's a belief
problem
jungle.
lies.
Yes.
They will be calling themselves say warrior. Okay, now una still be Indian yesterday. Now una be
Imagine,
now una be
Mama-
Oba Kabaye. All the heroes that we have, all the wars that the Oba fought themselves. Now if na still be Oba we fight war. So all these things, because now that one they go they put for front. Without the Benin, who train you to be soldier?
when you not see it, near not working, you not see it. You can't tell me when it boom. We are doing man. Over a while with me, here go discipline, I go no, I was here, wa bizube, the atonia. Here do a wunya. Oba eta no. Inia ene no tala dia unusef, emena I will beat the baby yana. My platform baniga give about a few days ago. Yana agwan. Oma wa uno no ona team no magba da palace with here boni bi edo ya. So yana agwan biba. So yana igwani o me mini ata and mini atana nia I said here lay complete against him. Emena iko na ni lay complete against igani. Na me na persecute no making discipline because we know ya here na ema. Do you know some of them were saying, how are you mayo? How are you mayo? That means where in Wayawa, Papa Gadi, having my affair, okay, Rima Dunane to do white to war. Why TV police in white in you got? Very like I mean, why are you mayo? Wa? Have you mayo Wabania? Wavia fear would ye? Repalace owner. But this person is having evidence against him that you will use against him. Nde na making ana kungu. So oga sege video luwe ege that way. So don't worry, only worry. So not many I talk so very strong to them the way I talk to them. So at the end of the day, I think they realize it. So they not leave petition because the platform in Menagwani or show a later on the persecution note when I send it out. So when I do beg and persecuted with what he said. If not, that might be one kind of video. Beg Papa, you don't really know what to do. Just like Orisa issue now. If many of us know what to do, I don't think they will be coming online talking rubbish. And beside that, they are on ground also. They are on ground, they are doing what they are doing. Okay, look like Iyeki. The other time I heard, we sign river. Amami no one kind. So you want the traditional rulers. Dana do bomiye yozo mayiba. If the traditional ruler is not a friend with the palace, do you think he can react too much? Cannot. There are things he cannot do. So you have to carry out some protest. You understand? Dana Mayiba, this time around, I don't think he can be able to talk now because he's a friend to the governor. What the Benin people need to do, they don't know what they have to do. You have to protest. Okuni amudiakoi. Ego kunatana na emo wavedu. Ubisana. Amudiakoi. Because in here we have webu tiazen kwa. You should know that if you are fighting anybody. So my who you are. We wadu rie me ugwebu no market kugwe. Okba will confront him. They have to protest. Even if we're de palace or you mayiba. Every year, governor Bania, every year governor is the Taladian. But even have a humanity history now. No university no are media na. Iya ne mune bu iya wina. Apart from history na ni atana propaganda na. Ni see confusion because many ni ata why I provoke ma then ya do atie bone if ye do ya fe. But David Utaye wana kubuwa be ana be petition ge the new governor. The new governor I think I'm a different friend department if doing have any bank ye or the rest. If you do you know win if you do you know win. I think that one will solve more problem than fighting against these people in the internet. Because at the time you are when you are no ground, they are your boss. Where do I come here where Obama be about? And I way. I'm not no respect on my body. That's the problem the Benin people are facing. But in a university, but I don't know why they are not raising that. Okay, I can solve the problem. I could do solve it or to tackle solve it. Or I could to solve it, then on one year to come away this is your position. You already come away, you already respect it when. But where I could do solve it, it can never work with you. But the issue of this yeki, individual need to look into that. They have to protest. They have to do something about that.
Wa fi video. Who wa ọ̀sẹ̀ mi wa mo ran je ke lo ke sun. Ọ̀dọ̀ mi ni bi mo wa ba for the gele but ke me ke bai.